The substitute teacher seemed totally normal for the first 20 minutes. Then someone asked to use the bathroom. Looking back, the signs were there from minute 1. I just didn't see them at the time. The substitute walked in and didn't introduce herself. Just wrote MSCRANE on the board in all caps and underlined it 3 times. She didn't take roll, just stared at us. Someone coughed and she snapped, "Are you sick? Go to the nurse." He wasn't sick, he just coughed. But she said it in a way where you don't argue. We sat in complete silence for 15 minutes doing nothing. No instructions, no lesson, just her watching us like we were inmates. When Mason finally raised his hand to ask about the bathroom, she slammed her book down. Mason laughed because he thought she was joking. She wasn't. She smiled. Not a nice smile. The kind of smile where you know something bad is coming. "Bathroom? You want to leave my classroom?" Her voice got louder with every word. By the time she was done, she was screaming about how none of us respected authority. None of us would amount to anything. And one student in particular was the ringleader of this circus. She was pointing at me. I had literally not said a single word the entire class. Before I could even react, she grabbed the trash can and hurled it across the room. It hit the wall so hard the lid popped off. Everyone froze. Then she started crying. Not like sad crying, calculated crying. The kind where you can still talk perfectly fine between sobs. "I can't do this anymore. These kids are threatening me." She pointed at me again. "He said he was going to hurt me. I need administration. Now!" 2 students ran to get the principal. I just sat there in shock. I hadn't said a single word. Not one. When Principal Howard walked in, Ms. Crane was sitting at the teacher's desk, dabbing her eyes with a tissue. She told him I had been verbally aggressive, that I threatened physical violence, and that she feared for her safety. He didn't even ask me what happened. Just said, "My office, now." Ms. Crane came too. She sat in the chair closest to Principal Howard's desk, still dabbing her eyes with that tissue. I sat on the other side of the room like I was already convicted. My mom got there 20 minutes later. The principal explained that threatening a teacher was grounds for immediate expulsion. My mom kept saying, "That doesn't sound like him," and he kept saying, "We take these accusations very seriously." Ms. Crane nodded along to everything, playing the victim perfectly. I told them exactly what happened, that I was half asleep, that I never said anything, that she threw the trash can and she started screaming at us. Principal Howard looked at me like I was making it up. "So you're saying a teacher, an adult professional, just attacked a classroom of students for no reason?" Ms. Crane let out a little sob, right on cue. When he put it like that, I realized how cooked I was. It was her word against mine, and she was the adult. My mom was about to ask what our options were when the door burst open. It was Mason. He was out of breath like he'd been running. "I got it. I got the whole thing." He held up his phone. My boy Terrence was recording. He sent it to me. Principal Howard looked annoyed at the interruption, but my mom grabbed Mason's arm. "Show him." Mason handed the phone over. Principal Howard pressed play. The audio was clear. Ms. Crane's voice, the book slamming, her screaming about respect and bathrooms and how none of us would amount to anything. The camera caught the trash can throw, caught her pointing at students, caught her pointing at me and calling me the ringleader of this circus. And in the frame, clear as day, I was slumped over my desk, hood up, eyes closed, dead asleep, until she screamed so loud I physically jerked awake. You could see me look around, confused, like I had no idea what was happening, because I didn't. Principal Howard watched it twice. Then he set the phone down and looked at Ms. Crane. "You said he threatened you. You said he was verbally aggressive the entire class." Ms. Crane's face was red. "Those kids, they're trying to protect him." "Ma'am, he's asleep in the video. When did he threaten you? Before or after his nap?" Ms. Crane didn't answer. Principal Howard turned to my mom.